These fools, they'll never learn.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Foo for Thought podcast.
Oh, welcome.
What was that?
Wait a minute, Mr. Postman.
What was the sigh about?
Just happy to be here.
Okay, nice to know. We are a bi-weekly martial arts cinema podcast where every week, me, Sean, I, the host, sit down with this geezer, Cyrus, and this
Gooch.
lady, Devan. And we review martial arts cinema films.
That's right.
Martial arts films. Sometimes we do a little old school. Sometimes we do a little new school.
And you know what? We are bi-weekly and we're biracial.
That's
Yes,
true.
and all bisexual.
Sorry?
We're all bisexual.
That's right.
Yep, that's right. Well, how do I start the show?
Well, you said what we do. You said who we are.
Yep.
So, what do you do next?
Anything? Watch anything? Anybody
Right.
do
All
anything?
this time, you thought they would have known by now. Yes,
Yes.
we're going to jump into the episode proper in just a few minutes. But before we do that, I have a big announcement to talk about. And it's an
Announcement.
Oh,
that it's not an announcement that will affect us,
Oh.
but it may have affected Cyrus.
Oh shit!
Something
Am I fired again?
Something happened this week.
Oh no!
R.I.P. Akira Toriyama.
I know, DBZ. Rest in peace.
I thought, how did you feel about that?
I mean, it stinks. I didn't know the man.
Yeah. Oh, well, he created something you love.
He created them sweet fireballs.
That's right. I know nothing about Dragon Ball. Never seen it. Haven't seen
Me
a
neither.
single episode of Dragon Ball.
Me neither.
Ever.
It's great. Good stuff.
But people were absolutely mortified that, is it Toriyama? Toriyama passed away at a pretty young age, right? Was he 55 or 58 or something?
Oh, I don't know.
I think he was pretty young.
Dude, these Japanese creators are under so much stress for so long. They
Yeah.
just kick the bucket so early.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Take your time. Is this a joke coming?
No,
Oh, damn.
I'm just trying to remember
Sound like me now.
the Studio Ghibli guy's name.
Miyazaki.
I'm just glad Miyazaki's still with us.
Yeah.
And his last film won an Oscar.
Whoa.
The Boy and the Heron won an Oscar. It beat
Really?
it beat Into the Spider-Verse.
Really?
Across the Spider-Verse. Sorry.
Yeah, across the sky.
Which is crazy.
the
Because
Spider-Verse
everyone
is
thought Across the Spider-Verse was going to
fucking
win.
dope.
But apparently The Boy and the Heron is very, very good. I can't wait to watch that. Obviously, Devan will not be watching it with me.
No.
Because she is not a fan of anime.
No.
Yes, this is where we get into what we've watched. Have you watched anything good over the past 2 weeks?
We have.
Have we?
We have. Shogun.
Oh, yeah, we've been watching Shogun on FX. If you're not watching Shogun, genuinely, it's the best TV on... Best TV? It's the best show on TV at the moment.
With our,
It's TV
with
on
our
TV.
good buddy, Hiroyuki Sanada.
Hiroyuki Sanada doing the Lord's work in this show. Also, you know who I'm warming up to? I think Anna Sawai, I don't know how you say her name. She's going to be a star.
Oh, from I was about to say Area 51.
That's right.
Monarch. She's on Monarch.
Yeah, she plays the daughter of Hiroyuki Sanada in it, and she's going to be a superstar.
Yeah, she's very good.
Yeah, and dare I say, I'm going to say it, probably the prettiest girl on TV right now.
Hello.
She's
a
very
beautiful
pretty.
woman.
But
You
yeah,
would like it. So, do recommend watching it.
yeah, it's basically a lot of old-timey Japanese politics, but in the best of ways.
hmm
It's also people being hit by cannonballs
Oh, that's always
and
fun.
exploding,
Yeah.
Cool.
which is
Some
kinda-
swords, some
some swords, some seppuku, some sexy times,
You know, though, there's two of them. There's seppuku.
and harikiri.
Yeah, and they're different.
I didn't know that they were different.
One is like, oh shit, we're about to get captured, and they're gonna torture the
That's
shit out of
harikiri
us.
then. Oh no.
One of them is, I gotta get out of here,
Okay.
and the other one is like an honorable.
that's the one that that
And
they're
then the guy-
doing here.
chops your head off.
There's a great moment in this where a samurai, I won't spoil it, but a samurai dies an honorable death. Not by killing himself, but by... Well, basically, this isn't much of a spoiler, but there's one samurai, and he goes up against, like, 40 men.
Yeah.
He knows he's going to die, but he runs into the fray and takes them all on.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say something.
Spicy.
I'm not sure that guy's dead.
Yeah, I wonder too.
You don't see him die on
I
screen.
wonder about
So
that too.
I wonder if he's going to roll around, especially
Yeah.
since his wife is now up to other things with a,
We
with
won't
a
get-
European of
we
all.
won't say anything else.
No, we won't. But
But it's a
an
good show.
excellent show.
Very good show.
It's not going to get a season 2, apparently. So it's going to be probably 10
One and done.
episodes and done. Well worth watching.
Absolutely.
It's phenomenal. It's like old-timey Japanese Game of Thrones, only without dragons.
You know, shows that only have one season can be super spicy.
Oh, 100%.
Absolutely.
Because it's like a long movie.
I love a good mini series. We're watching Masters of Air at the moment. That's fantastic. Not as good as Band of Brothers or The Pacific, but still very good. And
Specific.
You mean the specific? Yeah.
I knew you were going to go there. We recently, last year, we watched The Fall of the House of Usher, which is one of the best things we've watched in a long time.
I'm not joking with you. 1,000%. You told me about that show, I think even on the podcast at some time. I thought it was about Usher. Yeah. I'm not kidding. And you thought I was kidding, so you went with it. And I was like, does he really have a show? Or
No, it's about Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's not about him, but he's involved.
It was just a Cribs episode. House of Usher.
Oh, I'm Usher Raymond. Welcome to my crib. No, it's not about Usher, believe it or not.
No.
But
Very good, though.
It's very, very good. I actually watched a film which, if I'd watched it last year, it probably would have been my second favorite film of the year. I recently watched Poor Things with Emma Stone,
Who won an Oscar?
which she won an Oscar for lately. That film is incredible. Like, incredible. So good. I know a lot of people are kind of questioning the plot of it and how it's a bit of a dodgy plot if you really, really think about it. I don't think so.
Like, it's well written? Logistically?
So the plot is this, right? A fetus in a woman,
Got it.
the brain is taken out of the fetus and put in a fully grown woman,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Or not fetus, a baby. Sorry, it's not fetus, it's a baby. She's actually quite far along her pregnancy. So a baby's brain is taken and put in a woman.
Good Lord.
The woman, in a dead woman. The woman is brought back to life, a la Frankenstein, and then the whole film is about her life.
Okay.
And obviously she's a baby, so she knows nothing about the world. And it's about her life. Now, that in itself isn't questionable, because it's just like, oh, it's a silly concept. It's a baby's brain, and it's going to be funny because she's just going to start discovering
I
things.
feel like that is questionable. But okay.
You think that's questionable?
Okay.
It's
So go ahead.
It's played very lightheartedly. Like, it's not...
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine.
It's just a grown-up baby.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But the big problem that people are having is that she has a baby brain, and the one thing she discovers very quickly is sex. There's a lot of sex in this film, and a lot of nudity. And people are just like, well, she's a baby, and she's discovering sex, and that's really weird and gross and horrible. But they specifically say in the film that she's rapidly becoming more and more aware.
Flowers for Algernon type situation.
Bless you. What?
Flowers for Algernon.
I've never read it.
Yeah, me either.
It's that, basically.
Okay.
He takes a magic serum and he becomes super smart.
Well, yeah,
Quickly.
that's she's never become super. Well, I'm not going to spoil anything, but she takes a long time to get where she's going. But she doesn't take years. She's she gets advanced very, very quickly. And it's just a gimmick. They're not saying, oh, it's a baby discovering sex. Gross. It's not that at all.
What happens to the baby?
The baby's dead.
Oh, you didn't say that.
Sorry. The baby.
You didn't say that.
Sorry, the baby is in a woman's body, and the woman commits suicide. And kills them both.
Gotcha.
But, in the last moments, they quickly snatch the baby's brain, who's either dead or brain dead or something, and then they put it in her body.
Gotcha.
Yeah, sorry, I should have explained that. But the film, I know that sounds dark and gross. It's very funny, very, very funny. Mark Ruffalo is going ham sandwich in it. He's doing a British accent, and I think he's purposely doing a terrible British accent, which makes it very funny. He also calls someone in the film, I can't say this, it's in the first 5 minutes of YouTube, so I won't say
spell
it. He says the C word, but he calls them.
See you next Tuesday.
Yeah. I'm going to use the word bunt. He calls someone a bunty bunt face, which is very, very funny the way he says it. But it's a very funny film, very interesting, lots of themes, lots to explore. Yeah, I loved it. Willem Dafoe's in it. Yeah.
Oh, so he's the Frankenstein doctor.
Of course he is.
Because look at that face. Wild.
Of course he is. Well, they've put makeup on him as well, so he's even more grim.
Oh, yeah. His face looks great.
Yeah, he's scarred and fucked up. Yeah. Really, really good. I loved it. I absolutely loved that film. Yeah, very, very good.
What did we go to IPIC to see? Why
We
have
went
I forgotten
to
that
IPIC
already?
to see. Wow. Go on.
No, right?
No, I know. What film did we go and see? We went, keep in mind, we went to the cinema to see a film last week, and Devan
It
has
wasn't last
literally
week, was it? Was it?
the week before.
Wow, what was it?
Devan has forgotten the film that we watched already. Go on.
Godzilla.
Wasn't Godzilla.
No,
It was a recent.
it was
film.
long though, right? It was a long film.
It was long.
Oppenheimer.
No, it wasn't Oppenheimer.
Oh my God, why have I completely blanked? Oh, that's so sad.
Snake Moan.
That's it. We went to see Black Split. Jesus, that's hard to say. Black Snake Moan. I've never seen that film.
Yeah.
Why don't you look in your letterboxd and see what it was and see what you rated it?
And what are you guys going to do in the meantime?
We're going to
I
chat.
got something for you.
Of course.
Hello?
Cyrus already has.
Hello?
Always has. By the way,
Ring-a-ding.
I'm drinking it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Delicious.
Dune Part 2. Terrible.
George Dooney.
We've interrupted.
I'm
Cyrus
sorry.
Again.
I apologize.
You've already heard this. I'm just giving it to him fresh. I got a video game that can tell the future. I got a video game system that has everything that has ever been created and everything that will ever be made. I just showed Devan over here, Super Mario Bros. All Stars.
Yeah, if you're a patron,
now.
then you would have heard some of that, or some of me playing. And
Oh, right.
yeah.
Devin went mental. I've never seen anything like it.
She just went
feral.
She just went, no one's here. And people go,
She just went into. It was like literally she got into the Matrix.
this is actually what happened. They came in. We greeted each other. Everything's nice and normal.
Mhm.
I went, I have this game machine. And she went, oh, what is it? She went, took it from my hands,
No,
sat down and said,
no.
give me a coffee.
No. You said that it has a bunch of stuff, and I asked. I was like, "Does it have this?" And you found it
And
and
she
brought it up, and then the instant it came up, yes, I will freely admit it was like my brain went back in time to when I was a kid, and I played this game, and I was instantly like, "Yes."
And then demanded a coffee.
And so I started
No eye
playing.
contact. She said, coffee now? Now. 2 Splenda.
And then yes, I asked Cyrus to make me a coffee.
Well, she said ask, but
I did. I said,
thanks.
"Can I have?"
When you there, boy, get me a coffee.
And thank you very much, Cyrus.
And then
I
she
very much
floored me.
appreciated it.
Threw it on the ground afterwards.
Yeah.
And said another.
She smashed the cup.
What else? Sean and I are getting pumped up, dog.
Are you hurting
My
today?
titties are a little sore.
You know what? I'm hurting a little bit. Tomorrow, I'm going to be in agony.
I did a little bit, just a teeny tiny bit more after
Okay.
you left.
Okay.
We did boobs and shoulders yesterday.
We did. Straight up boobs and shoulders.
And you know what I didn't say? I didn't say it at the gym.
Okay. You're a bitch.
There's this machine. It's everything in one. Lots of straps. You can
know what you're
pull
going to
up.
say.
Yeah.
I know what you're going to say.
This is like kind of what you learn when you're, I don't know, 4.
Yeah.
One person will use something, and then another person will use it. It's called sharing.
It is called sharing.
I think it's called sharing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So there's this big machine, and Sean and I are there. We're about to go.
We're about to go on this machine.
Clearly looking, I'm
Yes.
pointing, moving things, and I went, just to be like super nice. It's one of those you being nice, and then you expect them to go, no, please.
Exactly. It's a formality.
Yeah. And I went, are you using this to some lady across the road?
She was not using it at the time.
And she went, yeah. I went, all right, no problem. And then she just was on it
for
forever.
the rest of the night.
No eye contact.
Nope.
Different exercises. Different...
Non-stop.
She didn't know what the fuck she was doing either. She was just doing all sorts of... Yeah, she wasn't even using the machine. She was just next to it. She was just going... And I just kept looking at her,
Yeah.
and I don't know. It just
Even though we obviously wanted to use it, but she just stayed on it.
if you guys don't know, there's gym etiquette. Basically, just share.
Yeah.
That's all.
I know him well.
Yeah, I hate when people monopolize. Or the thing is, they're working like 3 different things at one time, bouncing back and forth. So then you never have and then they're doing it for a bit. So you never have an opportunity to use any of those things.
At one point, this woman did something on a bench, but unfortunately, she went on a bench that was so close to that machine that
Yeah.
we couldn't get on it, even though it wasn't actually on the machine.
Yeah.
If you're listening or watching, shame on you.
Yeah, we know you watch this shit.
Yeah, that's right.
And then, our gym is tiny, so it's not like you got a whole lot of options.
Excellent.
So I was
Is it? You love it?
From this big boy over here.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you
Shit,
like
he's
it.
feeling right now. Spreading them.
Oh, mine are tense.
But-
tense days.
You were saying, right? We're both getting into it. You're a fledgling.
I am a
new.
fledgling. I'm a weak man in the gym. I'm a weak man.
You're
I'm
a postman.
I am a weak man in the gym.
Sean made a joke right before we started that fucked me up. He didn't even set it up.
No.
He just went, "Whoa, wait a minute, Mr. Postman."
Yeah.
That's just good. Why do we do that, guys? Why do we shorten the mans on the
Why
end?
don't we do it anymore? Why don't we call him Superman?
Yeah, that's what I was
Spider-Man.
saying. Spider-Man.
Superman, Spider-Man.
Good. Also, why is it in the UK that we say lieutenant, lieutenant?
That's wild.
Yeah.
There's no
You should be answering that question.
Well, you guys kind of did everything first, so maybe it should be left.
That's right. Why do you guys switch it to lieutenant? Don't we? I think the UK spells it lieutenant, though.
Yeah.
I've never seen lieutenant.
Yeah, I've never yet. So why do you say lieutenant, sir?
I say lieutenant now. I'm in
Where's
Well, of
America.
course.
Where's the right tenant?
There was a-
Boo. Hold on, I downloaded a button.
Boo. Some good Asian releases recently. I just want to talk about Run and Kill, which was released on Blu-ray recently. One of the most psychopathic cat-free films I have ever seen. It is incredible. There is a death in that film that will stain your brain. It's absolutely gratuitous. It's over the top.
Good line.
Stain your
You
brain.
ever said that before?
No, I don't think so.
It's good shit.
It's there's a twisted death scene in it, and it's incredible and a lot of fun. Great film. It's out from Error 4444. Check it out. And also, I just recently watched 1%er with Tak Sakaguchi, the recent Japanese film that came out, and that is an absolute banger. Highly recommend it. Fight scenes are bonkers. There's a crazy scene. I'm gonna tell you what happens in this scene, right? There's guns, but because they are in a factory that could explode, they decide not to use guns. They decide to use knives and hand to hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
At one point, he's fighting these bad guys. He takes one of their guns. He takes the clip out of the gun. He takes a bullet out of the gun. He holds it against someone and slaps it into them. He slaps a bullet into a guy, into his
kinda
spine.
cool.
It's fucking great.
It'd be kind of sick though if it
Interesting.
exploded.
Yeah, it would.
If
be
it was
really
like a
Yeah.
exploding.
He just slaps it into right into his back, and the guy just crumbles. And it's shot and done in such a brilliant way. It's very good.
Whoa, this is definitely more of an anime thing. But what if there was a guy who could somehow, maybe he had bullets? Oh, this is sick. He had bullets all down his legs
Mhm.
that he would like prepare beforehand. Not
Yeah.
like he would grow them,
No.
and he'd have some sticky stuff on his knuckles, and he'd just go and just like punch people and they like
And they
explode.
explode. Yeah,
And then
that'd be
he'd
quite
like
cool.
shake them off, and then
That's actually, that's not a bad idea. That's kind of cool. But yeah, there's lots of like bonkers moments like that in this film. I'm tempted to do it for the podcast. I think it would be a really interesting change of pace for us because it's a Japanese film. B, it's brand new. It came out this year.
you put crack in this.
I did.
Yeah, right?
In the uncut, I went to another dimension.
Oh, it's hitting you?
Remember, I tried to explain
Yeah, you
doing something a disservice,
Yeah.
and I tried to think of the opposite.
Cyrus's brain turned off.
I was like, I'm trying to do it. Do it. And then I was like, good.
Sound like Foghorn Leghorn. Do that.
Oh my god.
Well, speaking of Foghorn Leghorn, let's get
What
into
movie
the
watching
film.
here?
We are reviewing this week No Retreat, No Surrender 3 Blood Brothers,
Yes.
which came out in 1990. It was directed by Lucas Lowe, aka Lu Yuan Ming, starring Keith Vitale, Loren Avedon, Rion Hunter, or is it Ryan Hunter? I don't know. Mark Russo, not Ruffalo, and Wanda Acuna. Matata? Who knows? Martial arts director was Tony Leung Siu Hung, the absolute legend. So, I'm going to say something. I wish I had an envelope that I'd written this down on, but I don't.
Okay.
But I'm going to pretend to.
We can imagine it.
Okay.
So, like magicians sometimes do, they say, I had an envelope that I wrote down a word on at the beginning
Okay, open that envelope.
of this trick. I'm going to
Right.
open the envelope, and I'm going to see if it matches the card that you guys pulled.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, is it a yes or a no, or is it a specific word?
It's a specific word. So I'm gonna open it now. Okay,
Yeah.
here it is. Oh look, on this card is
If it's exactly what I'm thinking, that would be nice.
is the nickname
Oh.
Devan gave to one of the characters in this film.
Okay.
Can I first ask, did you give any of the characters nicknames?
Yes.
Great.
The words I have written on this card are for the main bad guy in the film.
Oh, I didn't give a nickname to him.
Oh, what? How disappointing. How
know.
did you not call him Ric Flair?
Oh.
Oh no. He doesn't give me Ric Flair energy.
Oh, I called him Ric Flair.
I would call him White Snake.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's
All
not
right,
bad.
forget you. That was a rubbish thing. I'm going to edit that out. All right, so we're
What
going
would you call him if you had to?
So 100% it seemed that it seemed like the thing to do, but I couldn't come up with anything good.
to... Okay, that's fair.
But no, he was not giving me Ric Flair energy.
Oh,
I think you are doing Ric Flair a disservice.
There it is.
oh, Big Rick
You
energy.
just sunned me a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. I've got so many tidbits on this film, so I'm going to read a few of them out.
Okay.
So Asian Cinema _ on Instagram messaged me with a few questions about this film. Not any listener questions, but he asked, where did they find the bad guy, and has he got a martial arts background? Well, the bad guy is played by Rion or Ryan Hunter. I'm not sure how you say it, and he's
How's
the
it spelled?
head guy, Rion.
Yeah.
Right? Could go either way.
Yeah.
Firstly, he is a straight up actor. He is not a martial arts actor. He is an actor that featured on numerous television shows. This, as far as I know, is his only martial arts film, which is crazy.
An American actor?
He is American.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought I picked up something going on
I
there.
think he's doing something. But then again, with the name Rion, not sure.
Rion.
Yeah. Could be. Basically, he's an actor who actually trained in kung fu outside of acting in his spare time, and I don't know if he just auditioned for this film and got picked up for it. But yeah, he actually has a base in kung fu. So that's all I know about him. Because if you look online, there's nothing else about him. Nothing at all. No Wikipedia page. IMDb has fuck all on him. He is a mystery. And then the other question was, I wrote your question down twice, the same one. So I'm sure there was another one as well. I will look that up in a second. So a few little interesting things about the film is when Keith Vitale was auditioning for the film and showing off the moves that he could do, Loren Avedon did like a triple spin kick on a punch bag, and Keith Vitale went, okay, that was great. And the stuntmen kind of auditioning them went, oh, can you do it? He's like, well, yeah, probably. And they're like, well, give it a go. And Loren Avedon went, yeah, give it a go. Keith Vitale ran at it, did a triple spinning kick, nailed it, landed flat on the floor, and spoiler, broke his arm.
Oh, that makes sense.
So broke his arm during the auditions, hence why throughout this film he has his arm in a cast.
I honestly, there was something in my mind going, Why are they really focusing on this?
Yes, they mention it more than a few times. So yeah, that arm was really broken throughout. They actually at the beginning of the film they show him shot in that arm just to kind of
To give a reason.
exactly. A few other things. The producer almost walked off this film.
No.
He basically said that the director had too much of a penchant
And Sean.
for making changes to the script. And apparently, in one of the scenes, he took a 2-page screen of dialogue and shrank it to 2 lines, which is bonkers. The director apparently had no clue what the fuck he was doing. He would write things and make things up as he went, and he was an absolute shambles.
They take
Oh, dear.
2 pages and they just trimmed it down to Janssen.
That's it. Yeah, gas queen. Keith Vitale thought the film would be an absolute breeze, so he trained for only 1 month. Loren Avedon trained for 6 hours a day for 6 months. So,
My.
Is that long hair?
Loren Avedon, yeah,
Is the younger brother.
the karate teacher brother was Loren Avedon. So he was on fire in this film. Keith Vitale looked very good in this film as well. So there's no complaints. I don't think you could tell the difference between them that much. One of the ADs walked off set because he said the conditions were unsafe. There were
Doesn't
too
surprise
many
me.
Actors doing their own stunts,
Oh,
and they
I
were
thought he was just on set trying to dodge
no
people doing karate.
Yeah, he was saying that everything was unsafe, so he walked off the set. In Germany, the film is known as Karate Tiger 3 or Kickboxer 2. The version me and Devan watched is actually called Karate Tiger 3. The film was meant to end with the two brothers remaining bitter rivalries, but Loren Avedon begged the director to let them reconcile. He gave the actors the director gave the actors a single take to see if it would work, and it did work, and they kept that one scene in the film that they reconciled. Yeah, there you go. So, who wants to give some opinions on the film? Do you know what? I'll go first.
Go.
You pair of fucking nutses. All right. My opinion on this film is basically...
Sorry. My tummy troubles.
All right. My opinion on this film, contrary to what Cyrus just did, I would literally rather talk about nothing than this film. This film's garbage. This film is not good. I used to love it. I believed I loved it up until I first put it in the Blu-ray player today. I believed it was one of the best US martial arts films ever made.
Whoa.
And I will say that this film is not that. It's trash. The fight scenes are fucking phenomenal. They are really, really good. I don't care if you look each other, give each other the side eye, but I stand by the fight sequences.
Is it trash or is it hogmaws?
I would just say it's trash. I don't think it's like offensively bad, but I will say I paused this film at 55 minutes in, and I thought we'd been watching it for 4.5 hours.
Oh, is that why you did that?
I was just like, what is this fucking...
He randomly paused it, and I was wondering why.
There's also another reason why I did that. Because
Okay.
I put in my notes, we're 55 minutes in, and I still don't understand the plot of this film.
There's
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Worry
there
about
is. There's a very complicated plot in this film.
So
It's got to do with communism. It's got to do with the CIA,
President.
the president.
The ambassador of Mozambique or whatever.
Up until that point, I was like, this is the worst terrorist group because their plan makes no sense.
There isn't one
The
that
film-
we know of.
Yeah. But then when they threw the president in, I was like, all right, fine. That's a little more.
the main bad guy, who
It was
I'm
a
going to
fake
call
out.
Ric Flair. No, his name's Franco. I'm going to call him Franco.
Yeah.
Franco.
Yeah.
Or what did his son have to do with it?
Nothing.
He says to the when he's killing their father at the start, "You're going to die like my son died." How did his son die?
Oh,
Who was his son?
He didn't.
The
So
dad who
Yeah.
died in the beginning
it was an accident.
was after
After Franco, right? It was an
after
accident.
Franco and his homies for years.
Yeah.
He probably ended up.
killed
his
yeah.
son?
It was an accident.
Oh, I didn't pick up on that.
Yeah, you said it.
Okay.
So you weren't paying
They have a
attention.
feud, and
I wasn't paying attention
Papa-
at some moments.
Papa didn't get Franco.
Yeah. Not a good film. I was really disappointed. I'm not happy this film turned out to be how it was. I will say this: there are plenty of funny moments. I made some nice, sweet notes, so we got some
Lord.
stuff to talk about. But this is not my favorite film. I thought it was going to be better than both King of the Kickboxers and Blood Moon that we watched. Honestly, I prefer both of those to this. I still think the final fight scene in this film is
Forgot
a
about Blood
fucking
Moon.
gem. It's a gem, the final fight scene in this film. It's so good. The problem is it's very, very short. Yeah, so we don't need to ask you guys your opinions because you both thought it's garbage. Nothing wrong with that. That's great.
Yes, indeedy.
You know?
I wish I didn't. I have notes, but they're on my computer.
Oh,
It's fine.
okay.
I remember most of them. I believe I was 2 minutes in, and my mouth was open. I went, no way. I went, there's no way this is
what?
real.
What? Which bit?
The bank,
2 minutes
the
is
whole
the bank.
bank,
Yeah.
dude. Okay.
Let's start with
Saves
the opening
everyone's
scene.
lives.
Let's start with the very first, not even the first 10 seconds of the film. Let's start with the first second of the film. American flag, baby. American flag.
Power comes from the barrel of a gun, baby.
That's the exact quote.
Yeah, with the sound effects too.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Weird
oh,
that's
Lordy.
in a movie about karate where they don't use guns. But
No idea. Fucking bizarre. Then, yeah, go ahead with
he's in the bank, and he's like, no, don't kill me, man. The guy wasn't even looking at you. Shut up, bitch. And he's like, kill her instead. He saves everyone. Cool, we get it. And then he looks at this woman in such a strange way. I didn't know what was happening.
Oh, you've
Can
jumped
I?
far too ahead.
Okay.
You've already jumped ahead.
So a part of my also with my problem with that, I was like, all right. So what is he? I was like, is he like an undercover cop? I was just like,
At one point,
so
someone
this-
calls him a spy.
right. So they're implying that he's a government spy. So I was just like, so were those guys just not like just regular like bank robbers? Were they some sort of terrorists or
Yeah,
some
they
sort
were
of right? But also my thing was, if you know that these guys are going to be at this bank, why are you letting these civilians come in here, let alone grabbing a civilian and bringing this poor woman into your fake out?
You are getting to the point that I want to get to.
Okay.
The logistics.
Yeah.
So
One dude.
Keith
To take out-
Vitale.
What was it, like 6 dudes?
So Keith Vitale
With karate.
knew this was going to go down.
Exactly. Yeah.
So they let it happen.
Yep.
Instead of just arresting these guys before they get there.
Exactly.
He looks like the guy from fucking Police Academy.
They say. So what they do, Keith Vitale knows that this robbery is going to go down in this bank. So they go, "Hey, Keith, I got a brilliant idea." Like, what? Right? We could give you an ankle revolver. So you've got a gun at hand, you can shoot them. And then one guy goes, "How about we give you a special gadget crutch? We give you a crutch that fires
Yeah.
and then turns into a sword, and you can slit someone's throat with it.
It shoots a harpoon.
And just in case, you need to use it, you can use this magic crutch." And then Keith Vitale goes, "Scrap the gun, just give me the crutch. I'm
Yep.
good." Mental.
100% mental.
So now we're caught up. Now is where he gets weird with that lady.
He definitely gets weird with the lady, but it works.
He's just smanging this whole movie.
Yeah, I one of my notes was, I felt very offended that they're implying that this dude is like a ladies' man.
You
He
think
is.
he's a handsome man.
No, I don't.
Oh.
No, I don't. Even by like
That-
late 80s, early 90s standards.
If you had a choice out of Vitale or Avedon, which one are you taking?
Oh,
Neither.
long-haired. That's a long-haired beauty right there.
Neither.
You're not taking either?
No.
Terrible. Are you taking bad guy? Are you taking Franco?
No one in this movie.
You taking the pop?
You taking his sidekick, the one that looks like a Neanderthal?
Oh, absolutely not. No one. But especially
He's officially turned off by this.
so the person, so that brings me to the point. The person who, because of that, the person I gave a nickname to was Vitale.
Okay.
Crutches.
Okay.
I referred to him as Crutches because I could not remember what his name
Work
was.
her out. I don't think I could ever get her nicknames. Sometimes they're obvious, and sometimes they're just like
Yeah.
She's like, I named him Grapefruit.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Yes.
Obviously, because of that crazy bananas crutch with the, like you said, with the sword and the harpoon. But then I couldn't remember remember his name.
I couldn't tell you his name.
Casey.
Casey.
By the end of the movie, I remembered, but before that, I could not recall what
Oh.
his name was. So I just kept
What's the
calling him
other brother
Crutches. Will.
Will and Casey.
Yeah.
Oof.
So yeah, and so
Casey Jones.
he saves the day in a horrible way.
Another question.
Oh yeah.
That main robber, the actor that plays the main robber is
Oh,
almost trying an accent.
yeah.
Also the most American
Oh, right.
guy in the world, but he's like, Mike.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Because hang on. I think
Are
because
they Russian? What the hell's going on here?
They are Russian.
that's what I think. He's
Oh,
talking.
God, this film's
He was
mental.
talking about he was talking badly about Americans, and
Yeah.
my note was, why is this bad guy talking about Americans like he isn't one?
Yes,
Because
he's fully American.
yeah,
The guy just got back from the Cowboys game.
but he's
Yeah.
referring
They're
to
killing
Americans
Americans.
like he isn't one, and he's talking shit about
Occasionally
Americans.
It's like a Borat thing, though.
But he 100% has an American accent.
Shamish.
And yeah, and I was just like, so yeah, I guess they were like some, this movie's all about terrorists, but I was like, what's the
I think too much, so I'm already a few steps ahead.
this movie's supposed to be about like terrorist groups and hating America, but I was like, what is this? What is this group accomplishing by trying to rob this bank?
Yeah.
That would be funny if he did a Borat thing, but it had absolutely nothing to do with Borat's country, Kazakhstan, or anything. If he just said like "yes" one time, it makes no sense.
That's basically what he did. He was like, screw America, and then just carrying on talking in an American accent. Yeah, this film's fucking good.
Imagine
God.
watching this high as fuck.
Oh, I'd have a great time. So then we are introduced to the father. The father is opening a sweet JPEG on his computer, and it's taking forever.
Well, no, do we get to Will next after that?
What's Will up to?
He's in his like
we have a
dojo.
great scene.
He's doing
Yeah,
real life
yeah.
karate, man.
They do the whole, he's really fighting, and then he's not really fighting.
So then, yeah, we get to Will in his dojo.
Right.
So he's just a karate instructor, right?
He is?
That's all he does. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He's a
And then we get introduced to the father. The father calls Will. It's Dad's birthday, and he's like, "You got to come over. Let's do some family bonding." And he's just like, "No, man." I was like, it all just never goes down right, and we always end
had
up
a bad
arguing.
hunting trip.
Right.
Great.
And still, nothing is completed in this.
No.
Why do the brothers not like each other? Because
so-
one of them became a karate instructor, and one of them did what the dad did and
And
became
so
the
here's
CIA
my
agent.
thing. Here's my
And
thing.
then what?
And after that whole confrontation at the birthday party, I got the impression that Crutches is mad at Will because he didn't become like a government spy like him and their dad.
Yeah.
So Will is like the odd man out. So Crutches treats him differently.
Yeah.
Treats him like a loser, basically. And of course, and so that, pisses off Will.
Yeah, he's flashing his cash around.
Right.
Yeah.
And thinks he's like some big shot, so he has this huge ego. But because Will isn't the cool spy, government spy, then he's shit.
Yeah.
And I was just like, really? Is that?
That's it? That's why you guys hate each other?
I was like, this is what they're basing their animosity on?
This film doesn't work.
Oh, no, not at all.
We get one scene which is just, I don't know why it's in the film. So the dad, oh my God. So
Lay it down.
some guys roll up to the dad's house, right? Government agents. They get out of a car.
But we don't know that they're government agents.
No, they could be
Initially.
anything.
Yeah.
By the way, if you drink every time you see a pair of sunglasses in this film, you'll be dead in 5 minutes.
You'll be an AAA.
Yeah, honestly.
It's an AAA. That's fucking funny as shit. That was completely by accident.
Helping people with their cars.
You'll be such an alcoholic, you gotta throw another A on there.
So these two guys roll up, and I can't even explain the scene because they walk up to this house, and the dad comes out, and he's like crept up on them and held a gun to one of their heads, and then he somehow tied the other guy up in what? Less than 4 seconds.
Yep.
He's a 6-year-old man as well.
They're implying that he's that much of a badass, and because he was talking about, he's retired and stuff, but he's still got it. Like those old school gents at what do you say, the CIA, that they're the fucking bomb. And
We'll get onto his booby-trapped house later.
You know, sorry, real quick. What I thought was funny is they kept referring to the Central Intelligence Agency as like our company.
The company, yeah.
Mhm.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Anyways,
the conversation that they have, basically, these two guys travel. I don't know how far they've traveled.
An hour.
But they turn up, let's say they travel for an hour. They turn up in the car. They go to the dad. They go, hey, some guys are trying to kill you. We're going to leave a cop here. The dad goes, nah, I'm good. He goes, all right, see you later. The conversation lasts 4 seconds. And they've traveled all the way. You could have just picked up the phone and just called him. And, also, he loses a bet. One of the government agents loses a bet, and he has to give the dad $100, and the dad takes the money,
smooches it.
Because that's what I do every time I win a bet. When I'm at the casino and I win a bet, I just kiss them.
Oh, dude, when we go to medieval times, we will be betting on the knights.
Oh, 100. Did we talk about it in this episode? We're all going to medieval times.
Something just clicked. It's happening. Yes. We are going to
medieval times because I've never been. Devan's never been. Yeah. Cyrus has never been. And quite frankly,
we're interested.
I want to eat some meats. I want to look at some buxom wenches.
That's what I'm saying.
And I want to see 2 people joust and maybe put a little flutter on it. You know what I mean? Put a little $20.
I've never heard that before. I like it.
You want to flutter on the GGs?
Never heard it.
On the GGs?
Yeah. What do GGs mean?
No idea.
Flutter on the GGs is you want to put a bet on some horses.
Oh.
GGs are horses.
Why would I know that?
I used to call my great-grandmother Gigi Ma. We all did. I didn't just make it up.
Gigi Ma?
Yeah. Great. And then like 20 years later, I thought about it. I was like, oh, great-grandma.
Oh, Gigi Ma. Great, right? It has to be it. It must be. Sounds like a anime character, though.
Gigi Ma.
Yeah.
That sounds like someone in
like Yo-Yo Ma's sister.
In a kung fu movie.
Yeah.
We all have. Sometimes we have weird names. What did you used to call your grandma?
Tony Bennett.
Oh, you're smiling. Did you used to call her like Nonny Nunu?
No, grandma.
Oh,
grandma.
So you sure? There's nothing else?
No, I was smiling because I didn't. I was boring. Grandma, grandpa.
I'm losing my mind today.
I used to call
granddad.
My grandma Niney.
What the shit?
My grandfather Tidy.
Yeah.
90
and Tidy.
All right.
Why? I never asked you that. Why?
I want to know if Tidy is a colloquialism or whether 90 is as well.
What were their first names?
My 90 was Mildred.
Of course.
Classic old person name.
Mm-hmm.
Classic.
That's like a Gertrude level.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that my Tidy was Clive.
That's a sick name.
Clive and Mildred. That's an old couple, right?
Damn, that's a solid name.
Clive is gonna. You should ask your mom. Why did you?
Oh my god.
Oh.
Welsh.
90 means grandma in Welsh.
That's why.
I knew it.
The fact that you didn't know that.
I didn't know
so
that.
What
sad.
happens when you have friends? You talk and you learn.
The fact that you didn't know that is crazy to me.
I didn't
and that
know
you were
that.
calling them that this entire time. So of course, what? So Tidy is grandfather in Welsh. I'm assuming.
What if it meant horse in Welsh?
Okay. The word for grandma is nine. N-A-I-N. Not nine!
Nine.
And then the word for granddad is tide.
Okay.
So we just said 90 and tidy. We make it cute.
Right.
Like grannying.
I never knew that.
Right. Granny and Grampy.
Grampy. Gramps.
Gramps.
I never knew that. And then it says, Rhys's nanny and grandpa speak in Welsh with him. Rhys yn siarad Cymraeg efo. Bit of Welsh for you there.
All right.
Yep.
There you go.
Do an E.
I'm about to go on a podcast, or I'm going to go on a podcast soon with 2 Welsh gents.
Wow. For what?
I'm excited for you.
Talk about kung fu films.
Nice. Who are these?
They have a podcast called Uchafu or Uchafu, which is very Welsh.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get into what that means.
Do they think we're like the top dogs?
No, they just.
Does anyone think we're like important?
No.
Cool.
No. By the way,
weird.
thank you everyone who watched a recent episode of Kung Fu Sations. I sat down with Rodney Dennis, who's an absolute legend of the Kung Fu cinema community. If you know the Kung Fu cinema community, you probably know Rodney. And I sat down with him and spoke to him for an hour and a half. And people love it. People are watching the video. It's one of our highest watched videos.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate everyone. I had an amazing time with Rodney, and he's genuinely one of the nicest people I've ever sat down and talked to. absolutely belter of a guy, and we hope to do it again. He was so nice. We talked for an hour and a half. We stopped recording and then talked for another hour.
Nice. You're
Yeah.
so nice you did it twice.
Yeah, and we want to do another episode. So, yeah, thank you everyone who's watched that. We really appreciate it. For those interested in watching it, we get into the nicknames that kung fu actors had in the UK, and Rodney dropped some absolute gems, and they're funny as fuck. So, good times.
Where's he from?
London.
Nice.
Yeah.
Still there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sorry, let's get back into the film.
Okay, yeah, Dad's birthday.
Dad's birthday. Loren Avedon's on the way in his Blue Beetle, and he's eating a baguette, a plain baguette in his car for some reason, and he's on his way to his dad's birthday. Vitali rolls up already. By the way, did you see
With
the food
ladies.
at the birthday?
It looked disgusting.
Slop.
It looked disgusting.
It looked like some white people food.
Oh my god, it looked repulsive.
It looked disgusting.
Vitali's rolled up with a blonde on his arm. Not the blonde he was.
Right. Another.
Yeah. Not a lady he was
Right.
making whoopee to earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Brand new lady.
the brothers get into a fight.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
Just rewind a second.
Oh.
If you're not going to talk about Will's jacket, then
Oh, his
We're gonna-
Russian
we're
jacket?
going to have a problem. Why is he wearing a Russia jacket?
It was weird. It was like, yeah, he was wearing his jacket with a bunch of like the Russian flag symbols
The
and stuff
sickle.
on it. Yeah, it was bizarre.
Yeah, I was going to ask her what they were.
Hmm.
I didn't know that she would get it right.
Oh.
What are the two symbols? What's the other symbol?
It was like, what, a star? Is it a star? A star and a sickle.
This is something else, right? Am I right?
Is there something else?
It's a hammer?
Hammer and sickle.
Oh, isn't there a star in there somewhere?
There is a star somewhere.
The only star in Russia is Putin. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
There is though, right?
Well, there's a.
By the way, there's graffiti.
No, you're right. I
there
think
is
it's
a star.
there's a star, there is a hammer and a sickle.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I don't really know. Does that just mean like the Soviet Union?
Yeah.
Okay,
The USSR, as it used to be known.
that's a sick symbol.
A sickle symbol?
That it just looks cool.
Oh, yeah.
I don't. Is it like negative?
No.
But it's for the
No.
USSR.
Yeah, it's a Russia flag.
Okay, it looks cool.
Yeah, no, it's not negative. I mean, obviously everyone hates Putin, but it's not negative. Although it is negative at this party because
This is
It's
during
like
the
the
Cold
80s,
This is during
basically.
the Cold War.
the terrorists in this film are Russian communists, it seems.
Are they?
Don't they talk about Russia?
Hey.
Don't they mention Russia?
They're somehow Russian. I don't
The
know.
bad guys?
Well, the communists.
So they say comrade.
Yeah,
and
comrade is
kill
very
the president.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
They did it terribly,
Yeah.
Oh.
They definitely said, like, how you killed one of our comrades.
and that's why they say these.
Oh, I just.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah, they said comrades, but I thought they were just.
Comrade's very Russian.
No one says
My
comrades.
comrade.
Oh, okay.
It's good.
Mother Russia.
Okay.
So yeah, he turns up in an all Russia jacket. Don't know why.
Yeah.
It's awful. But it's kind of dope, and I might wear it if I had it. So yes, they have a falling out because Keith Vitali gives the dad a. By the way, is there such thing as a round the world ticket?
I got an answer for that.
I do
No.
too. Actually,
What does that mean?
actually, there is because I instantly Googled it. I instantly Googled it. And
Oh.
it does exist.
What does it mean though?
So basically, you can book a ticket, and then it can include a number of stops around the world. The more
It's like a
stops,
cruise.
the more it costs, of course.
Oh, okay.
But it says they roughly can range from like $3,000 to $5,000.
Cheap.
And so
Yeah.
because that was instantly I was like bullshit, but I googled it and it does exist.
Can I get a ginger ale?
Yes.
That sounds kind of like a chore, though. Someone's like, "Hey, you're flying around the world." It's like, "Where am I to stay, man? I got to book all these hotels."
People love that. People love that. Planning all that tat.
I don't.
You just bring me a ginger ale?
Yeah.
Look at this massive ginger ale I'm about to drink. Yeah. So
Shotgun it.
they buy him a around the world ticket, but Keith Vitali bought it, and the other brother didn't because he's a broke ass. And
He's a broke ass with his own dojo and students that are
Yeah.
there. So I don't know how he's.
But he sleeps at the dojo.
He's got a shitty car.
they're arguing they're like, fuck you, and the other's like, fuck you, and you're a terrible bro, we've always been bro, and then one of them just starts combing his hair. By the way, in this film, combing your hair is the coolest thing you can do. Just straight up the coolest thing you can
Hated
do.
it.
Keith Vitale starts combing his hair, and Loren Avedon's
Hated
like,
it.
fuck you, bro.
There's two things you can do to be cool in life. One of them is to comb that motherfucker down,
Mm-hmm.
and number two is
Sunglasses.
shades on.
Mhm.
Now I have a question for you.
Shoot it.
Back in the day when you were a youngster,
That's right.
did you either own or wish to own a flick knife comb?
Everybody wants one of those.
Yes, they did.
I had one at one point.
You had one?
I did.
I never owned one.
Useless.
No. But yeah, I would. I never had one. I couldn't afford one.
Delivery on that was very strange, and I liked it.
I went humble. I went
Yeah,
sad.
because it almost went. It was almost real.
Yeah.
You could afford a fucking 50-cent flip cone.
50 cent back in the UK.
Oh, they're
they were
fucking made out of
12
plastic.
pounds.
Oh,
Metal they were. 12 pounds.
that's a lot
And
of
I earned
peas.
£7 a week on my paper round.
Mm.
Now, if I'm earning £7 a week and I still have to purchase the latest Snoop Dogg CD,
And the
which
smut
is
mags.
£12. The what
The
mags?
smut mags.
Oh, I'm stealing that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm stealing smut mags left, right, and centre.
Mm.
See, what I used to do. True story. What I used to do, I used to work in a oh my god, what do you call it? What? Oh my god, where would you buy a paper here if you needed a newspaper?
Oh,
I like a convenience store.
newspaper.
Like,
Convenience
or a
store.
drug-
Oh,
yeah.
convenience- or
Paper
or-
stand?
or a
7-Eleven
newsstand.
or yeah.
What we have in the UK is things called news agents. That's what we call them. And basically, they're like convenience stores. They sell like food, bits and bobs, and magazines. And
small and indoors.
yes,
Got it.
yes. And I worked
7-Eleven.
essentially, but they weren't.
They weren't as big.
No, they weren't chain stores.
Oh,
They were usually independently owned.
gotcha.
Or if you're from New York City, it's called a bodega.
Well, I worked for a bodega basically, and I distributed the newspapers in the morning. They'd give me a bag of newspapers. I'd walk around the town and I'd post them in the door. A paper round. Everyone knows what the fuck that is.
So you were a postman.
I was a newspaperman.
a newspaperman.
Brought that one back.
And good stuff. And what I'd do in the morning is they'd say, "Hey, grab your bag of papers," and I'd grab my bag of papers. And when their backs were turned, I'd take one of the porno mags and I'd just slip it in my bag. And off I
Whoa.
go. Sometimes even a Twix.
Fuck me.
Bit of a Twix. Product placement today.
Weren't you
Yeah.
so scared?
Take a Twix. Do you know what? I shat myself. But smut was worth it.
That's actually really good, like as a magician, because there's a lot of stimulation. You show up, oh, he's here, and then they're like, give him the paper.
Yeah.
And then you're like, bye, choop. And then you're like, oh, we have to do other
Mhm.
bodega shit.
So I ended up with a bunch of porn mags, which I subsequently went to the beach with
And ruined.
and buried in a hole. And me and my friends would go back to them.
My man, you gotta stop burying everything in holes.
I did. I buried everything.
Like a fucking golden retriever.
Yeah, if no one knows the previous, I'm not going to tell it, but on a previous story on the podcast, I buried some beer that I had also in a hole. But yeah, I was a barrier. What can I say? What can I say?
What's happening to me?
Yeah, I've lived a life.
Imagine you're so flustered, and you're like,
Oh, wait! I wasn't flustered with the magazines. I didn't want my mum to find them, so I went to the beach. And I found a Dune. Dune Part 2, great film.
Right?
I found a dune, and I crawled into a large bush that had a hollow in its center, and then I just found a nice spot. I buried them, and then occasionally I'd go back and go, "Hey guys, who wants a porn mag?" And do you know what we did? Oh, I'm not gonna get that. Fucking, we did something very weird. I'm not that weird, but
like too intimate.
we would get. Oh god, this is gonna embarrass me. We'd sit down as a group, like 3 or 4 guys.
Oh yeah, and be like, look at these.
And we would look at the mags, but then one of us would read the erotic stories out to the other guys.
Pants on.
Fully pants, fully clothed, not fully erect, fully clothed, fully calm,
soft.
fully, as far as I know, fully soft. Everyone was absolutely fine, but one guy would just read, I was blah, 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 and just read the erotic stories.
Can I just make a point? I feel like we've just going back to the film. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We're like 20 minutes in.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
We're like 20
How
minutes
long have we been
into the-
recording for?
We're at 55.
Oh, fuck.
Holy shit!
So there's not a lot left.
Not a lot left. So,
We're still at the beginning.
okay, I'm going to jump through a whole bunch of stuff. The dad calls Keith Vitale a homeboy stud. Remember that?
Yes, I do.
And then Keith Vitale goes, "I love when you try to be hip," which
Yes.
is kind of great. So the dad gets fucked up.
Yeah.
Gets
Yeah, he does.
absolutely ruined by these bad guys. By the way, there's some very good stunts in this film. A lot of good falls, a lot of good bounces off things, and some good bumps. The dad takes an absolute drubbing and ends up getting killed.
Swimming with the fishes.
Indeed.
Loren Avedon does his absolute best acting performance possible when he finds his dad.
And by best, Sean means excruciating.
He's going for an Oscar.
It was
Going for an
awful.
Oscar.
Oh, sweet Jesus. The
Dad!
Dad, I loved you.
Who the fuck would see their dad dead in a swimming pool and actually say, Dad!
What I
Oh my... there wouldn't be sentences.
But on the flip side of that coin, so Loren Avedon's going, Dad, I loved you so much. Why did you have to die? Keith Vitale walks in and goes, he's dead. Come on.
He's already dead.
We got no. Yeah, so
Let's get out of here.
Yeah, like literally, like he's Loren Avedon is holding his dad in his arms, and Vitale is putting a towel over his head. Like, come on now, like,
That was
he's done.
weird too. The
That
towel.
was very yeah. It was very weird and awkward. And then yeah, those two arguing with just a horrible acting skills and the back and forth. It was terrible.
Listen.
It was the worst moment of this movie.
I can say without a shadow of a doubt that I am a better actor than both of these men. Would you agree? You haven't seen me act.
no, 100%. I think
100%.
Give me 60 seconds to get into character, and I can deliver Dad better than that.
Definitely. Can we talk briefly about Keith Vitale getting on the computer with the file?
Again.
That was my favorite scene in the film.
This man, but what he did in that moment, he did again later.
Yes.
And what
Throughout the
he's
film.
what he does,
Yep.
this thing, and I don't know whose decision it was to
Well,
have this
exposition,
man do this.
What are we talking about?
But basically, it's like he's thinking out loud. So he's back at the CIA or wherever the fuck it is he works, and he's reading this computer file on the bad guy, on Franco. But the way he's reading it is it reminded me of like one of those like kid shows, but like a mystery type kid show. Like I don't know if you guys ever watched like Ghost Rider or even like Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, where the kid is like reading clues and working out like the
Did you read it?
and it was
Did you pause it and read it?
no.
It's hilarious.
Oh, is it?
Really?
He's like, he's a really bad guy. And he does nefarious things. Watch out.
And then at one point, Keith Vitale is typing like, "Why is Franco here?" And the computer is like, "I don't know."
It's the exposition is amazing.
Oh my god!
So good. It's just him talking out loud, going, Franco used to be a terrorist back in blah blah blah, and now he's here. Where is he? Where could he be? Oh, he's in Florida. And then he goes, "That's the U.S. all right." What the fuck
It
are
was
you talking
awful.
about?
Sean started laughing.
It's the one bit that I laughed more than anything in the film.
It was horrible.
I have to get there before my brother gets hurt.
it's so good.
It's awful. This guy.
That's a crazy man. I would like to see him speak in real life.
Oh, by the way, he's like a kickboxing champion. He's a real beast. Like he
Is he?
used to be a professional fighter. Real.
Okay.
Well, that
But
explains
he
the
is
acting.
not an actor.
By the way, he was in Wheels on Wheels. I don't know if you remember that, but he was in
Of
Wheels.
course not.
Oh, of course he was, because that movie's good.
So he's on his way to an airport, and Keith Vitale calls this woman. This perplexed me. Calls this woman, and he's on the phone, and he goes, "Can you get me a list of flights ASAP?"
Oh yeah.
Normal question.
Right.
I got a question for you. How's he getting that list?
Is it like a verbal list? Is she supposed to like say it over the phone? Or
Is
no,
she
he
meant to-
hangs up.
Yeah, he hangs up.
Good
No
question.
cell phones, so he can't get it via text.
Oh,
No
yeah, and
email. Can't get it via email.
He didn't give her a destination, right? Did he give her a destination?
I
No,
need
probably
all
not.
of the flights that you have.
Yeah.
But even if she prints out a list of flights,
How's
how's
she
she
getting it? Yeah.
getting that to him?
She's CIA, baby.
He's in a car on the way to the airport. No fax machine, no text, no email.
I think this movie was trying to advertise computers. Because they're everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, "Chuk-kuk-kuk-kuk." Computers can do everything for you.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
And even when they introduced the dad, he's just clicking away, typing away on his computer for like way too long.
At one point, he caresses the computer in an almost erotic fashion, which I didn't care for. We get a decent fight in a karate studio where Loren Avedon rolls up to a karate studio. By the way, I think there's 3 moments in this film where random people fight and then they stop fighting and they go, "Hey, good to see you, man," and they're actually friends. It's a really good fight. Some guy uses nunchucks. Loren Avedon does some sweet splits action and some sweet kip-ups.
Yep.
Lots of kip-ups in this film. And I swear, what did you think of the fights?
Yeah, they were good. They were fun.
Get the fuck out of here. They're really
It
good.
was actually kind of cool to see some white chaps do like karate and stuff.
I think more fight scenes should be like this. They're not overly complex, but they're really hard hitting. I love them. I love them. Okay, so he hires his karate friends, who instantly agree to kill a man.
Yep.
Instantly, they don't even ask
Crazy.
questions. They just go.
Yeah, but
Yep.
100%. They're on board with
That's how it goes.
finding a dude and probably killing him.
They go, "Oh, hey, dude, you're in town. You want to like hang out?" He's like, "I need you to kill a man."
They're like, okay.
They're like,
You're like,
"Looks good."
Yep. So they go to a bar, and basically the karate guys pretend to start a bar fight in order for Loren Avedon to kick their ass so he can get in with the bad guys. We get 2 gay slurs.
Yeah, they drop a hard F.
Yeah,
A hard Q.
they start talking about
Yeah.
character, and they go, "He's probably a goddamn queer," which, of course, yeah. I won't say the other one because you're not allowed to say it, but it's a hard
fart
F.
face.
gets
Fart
hard
face.
F.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right. Loren Avedon kicks ass, and then what does he do once he's kicked their asses?
Oh, combs his hair.
Combs his fucking locks.
Yeah.
Sweet. And then they meet this. I can't even describe that character that they meet. The
Which
gross pimp.
Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, the guy.
Angel.
What angel with the glasses?
Oh, that guy.
He seems
How-
creepy.
This is not important, but I don't know about it. How do they know about Angel?
I don't know.
Okay.
From the file, from the special file.
But
a top
also-
secret file that you can just walk out with.
But also, here was my question when it came to
Wait, okay. So long hair got the file from
Will got
Yeah.
yeah. So here was my question. So Will finds Angel, who works with Franco, and comes up with this plan to try to infiltrate Franco's gang,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So here's my question though.
Yeah.
And I instantly thought, so, Will meets Franco, but I'm just like, when Franco went to kill his dad, he literally said to the dad, "It's too bad your sons aren't here," because he intended to go to this party and he was going to kill. He implied that he was going to kill his sons as revenge for their dad killing Franco's son, right?
Mhm.
So I'm like, why do you not know what they look like?
or their
There's loads.
I was just like, especially, you have the to foreshadow, to spoil the end of the movie. He has the CIA guy, is running the show.
Yeah.
So if he knows the dad, why does he not know what the
Don't
sons
try and
look
make
like?
sense of it. There's a bit in this film where Keith Vitale goes to the dad and goes, "Why don't you and Mum come and live with me?" Where's the mum?
Oh yeah,
Where's the fucking mum in this
he did
entire
say that.
film?
He did kind of offhandedly mention the mom.
He does, yeah. And you don't see the mum at all.
Anyway, but yeah.
By the
So-
way, there's many
anyway.
statements I can make in life, but a lot of them, I can never say too many things with absolute certainty. But I can say one thing, certainty, not C. I can say one thing that I know for an absolute fact. If you go to a bar and you drink milk, you are a paedophile.
Yeah.
I am comfortable
drinks
saying
milk?
that. Angel. He's at the
Oh, I
bar
missed-
drinking milk.
Oh, I missed that.
You're an absolute fucking weirdo if you
That's
drink
a
milk at a
trope,
bar. Yeah.
It's like the man that drinks milk.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
And also, if you go to a bar and just say beer, you deserve to get slapped.
But they used to do that because they couldn't say labels back then because it would be product placement. So they have to say beer.
Think
or whatever.
no,
Yeah,
it's just cool though. Also,
Yeah, of course.
beer, bitch.
Yeah, whiskey. Not just, I'll take the cheap stuff.
You want? Oh, okay.
55 minutes in, I have no idea what the plot of the film is. I've got very little notes.
We can get
going on.
smooth.
I've just got one that says shoe knife.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
So basically, there's a non-interesting plot about the president's going to get murdered. There's the president of what is he? Where's he from?
Mozambique.
He's an ambassador from
Yeah.
Mozambique.
Ambassador from Mozambique. They want Loren Avedon to kill Mozambique guy.
They didn't say
No.
kill him, they said kidnap.
Kidnap.
And then like
Fractions.
So fucking.
So they
but
can
see,
kill.
but here's the thing though. We don't know it's a distraction. They basically figure out who Loren Avedon is. He's the son. We find out that the CIA guy is in on it and is like running this terrorist group. And they say, we want you to kidnap the ambassador and give out our list of demands. And I was just, and so that in and of itself, I was like, I was just like, no offense to Mozambique, but I was like, is anyone really going to care about an ambassador from Mozambique?
You can't say that.
Right? But
What do you know about
yeah.
Mozambique?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It
It's
could
a
be a
very
very
small.
important place.
It's a very small country, though.
Where is it?
Africa.
Damn it. I was gonna say something very
But
wrong.
I was just like, and obviously, we don't want any ambassadors killed, of course. But I was just like, but if you're a terrorist group and you really if you want to try to scare, like America, I guess, or any large like superpower, you'd go for maybe a little higher,
Where's a higher country?
like a country that would have
Just
more of
interested
an.
to see what you think is a higher
Yeah.
country.
Fair enough.
No, go on. Give us a higher rated country.
Nigeria.
Oh, you're still going for Africa. You're going Nigeria. She
I
wasn't
wasn't
going
gonna. Yeah, I
Africa.
wasn't gonna go.
Where were you going?
I mean, I would honestly like
Ghana.
thinking a more just in line with, I guess, my thinking or how I feel like what tends to be nationally more important, a more white-based European country.
Is that because whites are superior to Africans? Is that what you're saying?
No,
A white.
But I'm
what's a
saying-
white country? Give me a white country.
France.
France is a white country.
Yes.
Just
Moldova.
Moldova.
Moldova's
too small.
poor as fuck.
Yeah,
Anyway.
too small.
I
What's
had
the country in X-Men that they go to? What's the
Latveria is
X-Men?
Doom's country.
No, what's the island?
Which X-Men are you talking
Stryker's
about?
Island.
The cartoon. They go to an island that begins with M.
I don't remember.
Montenegro.
I don't remember at all.
Mount Vesuvius.
Keep talking.
And anyway, I just felt like Mozambique was
Get into the plot too much.
right. I know, but I
Getting
felt
into-
like it
this is
was too
convoluted.
random of a country to try to
true.
make demands. But
Genosha.
okay, but it was a.
I didn't mean to yell.
But
Genosha.
turns out it was a distraction because their target, they were leaving Loren Avedon to draw all like the police.
It hurts.
So they could assassinate the president of the United States.
I was going to say, we can move on. All they had to do was give us 10 seconds of exposition and say, we don't give a shit about Mozambique.
Yep.
We're
Yeah.
going for the president.
Yeah.
That's it.
While
And we will all be on
while
board.
Will is distracting the police and all this other stuff, we'll be over here.
Also, they aim a rocket launcher directly at the president's head.
Yeah, and guess what? Yeah, George W. makes a
So
cameo in this
stupid.
movie.
George W. pops up. The actual, real George W.
At the
pops up.
time, yeah. And I was just looking at that footage and I was just like, where did they get this from? Can
Just
you
him
imagine?
arriving at an airport somewhere.
Right?
They
I
were
was like,
filming
can
at
you-
that airport, and he happened to arrive when they were filming, and they
Are you
happened to get
serious?
the footage. No, kid you not looking
Because I was looking at it and I was
For real?
because I was looking at it and I was just like, this doesn't look like a news or reel or anything like that.
were
I
out there
was
to film
watching it. I was watching it and I was just like, how'd they do this?
So they must have changed
How
the
were they
script.
allowed to do that then?
That's why it's so fucked.
How are they allowed to do that though?
You can film the president. Anyone can film
He's
the
just-
president.
Walking.
But just
outside.
throw it, but and to just throw him in a movie?
No, that's a good point.
That's what I mean.
Is he public domain? The president.
Well, he's just a person, just like everyone around him. Don't they have the same rights?
Well, in an ideal world.
The president has the same rights as every other human.
That's
in America.
crazy. So wait a minute.
On paper.
So they were just there filming, and then all of a sudden, boop! Here,
They say that in IMDb. I could be wrong, but I
and
thought
here
that's what
pops
it said
up
in
the
IMDb.
goddamn president, and they're like, "Ooh, great!"
Unless they were like nearby.
They're like, where's the bazooka?
They may have heard the news or something, and maybe they
Okay.
traveled there to do it. I can't quite remember, but I think it
And
was.
then the fact that they got close enough to be able to shoot that is crazy to me too.
Yeah. The fact that they were able to point a rocket launcher at him and no one saw it, that's crazy.
Oh, we skipped over. I know we're basically done.
No, go on.
We skipped over Crutches and the hot mama from Florida.
Oh, she's
I didn't like that.
such a
Caliente.
yeah,
gross.
She's such a superfluous character that no one gives a fuck
and it was
about.
gross. I really objected to him being
What going? Why don't you rape this girl?
being a ladies' man.
Oh, I don't like when he's like, why don't you have fun with this girl and rape her?
Oh yeah,
But then he can get out his shoe knife and kill everyone.
One thing, again, sorry, almost done.
It's gonna be a 3-hour episode.
We're almost done. He's with her, and he seems to actually like her. Does he just 100% use her? Is it a little bit of both? And does he?
I think it's
does he
100%
say,
both.
get the hell out of here because he's trying to save her?
I think it's 100% both because he 100% used her. He was like, "Hey, I need you to go back to the bad guy so you can give me some information."
Yeah,
Even though clearly
I
he's
think he's just a
the
shithead.
dude. Yeah, he's the he's telling her to go back to this dude is clearly a murderer. He's a bad guy. She was able to get away from him, and she's free and clear. Living her life. And then all of a sudden she's been he puts her back in danger again.
So Ric Flair and her actually got it on. Why?
That's what he claims. Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, that they were together. I guess before.
Yeah, before.
But then again, he's like, I boned her last
I
night.
don't know if that was true.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not, or if he's implying that, or maybe if she went through with it as part of the ruse.
Who fucking cares?
Yeah. Anyway,
let's get out of here.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't like. I didn't like her.
We fast forward to the final fight scene. I think the final fight scene is really fucking cool. How did you feel about that fucking
It was good.
amazing scaffold jump?
It was very good.
When the dude jumps up the scaffold?
Oh, it's great.
It's just you can't remember it, can you? No. It's the
He
slickest.
hops up like a monkey.
That's exactly what he does. It's the slickest move in the entire film. This guy just jumps
1,
up.
2 at the top.
Just jumps up a scaffold, and it's nice. Also, there's a great stunt where Loren Avedon falls from the scaffold, and someone jumps under him. Oh,
Yeah.
Keith Vitale, but it's probably a stunt double.
Yeah.
Jumps and he lands on top of him, and it's a really good stunt. Lots of good kicks.
Yep.
Keith Vitale jumps over Franco and back kicks him in the head.
Right.
Lots of chain punching from Franco, which I like. The final fight scene, the only thing bad about it is it's not long enough. It's really, really fucking good.
And then the bros use Franco's special weapon against him.
Yeah, he
Yes.
has some large
darts or whatever they were.
But he blocks it with this cast, which obviously they had to rewrite because he broke his arm. God knows how they did it originally. It bounces off the cast, and Loren Avedon kicks it, and it flies into Franco's chest.
Correct.
And then blah, blah, blah.
The CIA
blah,
comes
blah,
up, yada, yada,
shoots
yada. Everything you know what's going to happen happens.
Yeah.
Obviously, the lady's going to come in and shoot him.
Then they're brothers again, and they're best friends.
I fucking
America.
knew it was the CIA guy as soon as I saw the CIA guy.
Oh, did you?
In the office, he's like, yeah, just go. We'll take care of it.
Good call. Trash film.
Yeah, no good.
I think this is one of the worst ones we've done on this show.
Samurai
You may
Cop.
not think the same. I know.
Samurai
because
Cop
we
was
have
worse.
different. No, that doesn't count. We did
Why?
that because it was funny. We watched that because it was funny. We didn't watch that because I thought it was a good film. We watched it because it's so bad it's good.
No, I understand that, but it's still the worst film we've ever watched.
Double Dragon.
I don't think that's funny.
Agreed. Double Dragon's the
Double
worst.
Dragon.
Double Dragon was
No,
awful,
that's the
but
same
still,
thing.
yeah.
We watched it because it's funny. I wouldn't call them. No, I disagree. I disagree.
Oh, you're going for so wait, so you're talking about films
we
that
watch for
were
entertainment, which are funny and dumb, but really, really, really
Sean
bad.
is rating this movie as a real movie.
Yeah, I am.
and I'm just going by all movies in general that we've done.
No, I disagree. You have to categorize them. You can't say that films that are so funny because they're bad are like terrible films to watch. They're objectively bad, but they're not terrible to watch them. They're fun.
The Room.
But even though they're meant to be fun, if they're still terrible to watch, Why can't I still say that they're terrible films?
Yes, but I wouldn't say it's one of the worst films we've done for the podcast because we watch the films for entertainment purposes. It's certainly not one of the least entertaining films we've watched.
But if
right?
I wasn't
true.
entertained,
Oh, well, if you watched...
I hated Samurai Cop. It was painful to watch.
Oh, then that's a different story. If you didn't...
That's what I'm saying.
If you didn't continuously find that funny and you found...
Fuck no.
Oh, okay. That's fair enough. That's fair. Then, yeah, all right. That makes perfect sense. Personally, there are films that I have watched for this podcast that I think are worse than Samurai Cop in terms of entertainment. I would honestly say I much prefer watching Samurai Cop to the original Mortal Kombat.
No.
Yeah.
I would rather watch
I've
that.
hurt the man. I've hurt him.
I would rather watch that than Samurai Cop.
Yeah, I also preferred... I preferred Double Dragon to first Mortal Kombat. No, first Mortal Kombat might be one of the worst films we've seen. It's trash. It's an awful film.
This hand on your shoulder.
Stop thinking it's good. It's very
No, I'm
warm.
sorry.
your hand.
Yeah, I was
You're
touching my.
emitting a lot of heat.
I got clammy hands.
Yeah, I would watch Mortal Kombat over Double Dragon.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I think there's been a few bad ones though, that we've done for this.
Oh,
podcast.
100%.
Obviously, you think there's a lot worse ones. There's films that I love on this that you absolutely despise.
Miami Connection was a fun bad movie.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was great.
I think we should watch New York Ninja at some point as well. That one's a fun one.
The roller
Right.
skates.
Yeah, how do you know that?
Because I think I came home one day while you were watching it, and that's what I saw
Oh,
of it. Ninjas or something on roller skates.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think I would hate that. I think that would fall in line with of this movie for me.
Oh, but it's meant to be funny though. It's like terrible. It's more
Like you said, Samurai Cop is meant to be funny.
New York Ninja is more like Miami Connection.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's
See, it's interesting.
That's hard though.
There's kind of three. There's like four categories. I won't go into it. There are movies that let's make a bad movie so people will laugh.
we haven't watched one of those for the podcast,
Right?
have we? No, we haven't done that.
There's let's make a movie that's going to be awesome, but is fun to laugh at. We are laughing at them.
Yeah.
Miami Connection. They are trying.
They are trying.
Yeah,
And that's
I don't
funny.
think I don't think they went into it thinking that this is going to be hysterical.
When they came out with the song,
New York Ninja is doing the same thing. John Liu thinks he's making the greatest film of all time,
Right.
and it ends up being an atrocity.
Okay.
there you go. And there's like other shits.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Samurai Cop were trying, but they just had.
Yeah, I know that they were trying, but
Anyway, let's get into listener questions. We
Yeah.
can do this all day. All right. Amok Pal says, in the wake of Akira Toriyama's passing, this one's just for Cyrus. Who is the best character on Dragon Ball?
Vegeta.
Z, Super,
Vegeta.
even GT.
Vegeta, Princess Saiyans.
And who had the best fights?
That's a great question. Thank you. I got that one in locked down.
All right.
I didn't watch GT because it got weird.
He has an answer.
Okay. I bet my answer is one of them. I didn't watch Super because that's weird.
I don't know if this is a character I've never heard of. His answer?
Yeah.
I don't know if this was a spelling mistake. He says, I've always been a fan of Future Trunks.
Future Trunks. Oh, yeah, okay. So Trunks, just as an adult. Trunks comes back into the past, and he's like a grown man.
Donald Trump?
Donald Trunks.
Mhm.
And he kills, like, the penultimate, big word. He kills the penultimate enemy of the season beforehand.
Oh, okay.
Like, the most enormous bad guy ever, Frieza, literally killed Goku's
Does he do
entire...
a move called Freezer Burn?
I'm gonna attack you. Okay. Frieza exploded Vegeta and Goku's home planet.
I've exploded a Vegeta before.
I'm gonna fight you for real. So he like goes like this. He's like a little guy in a chair, a floating chair, like the Emperor or whatever. And he goes like this, and he'll like explode a mountain. He can just go like, you're fucking dead.
Psychic power? Not psychic. Telekinesis?
He does whatever he wants.
Oh, okay.
He shoots Vegeta like with his finger and goes like, pew, laser beam kills him. He's like the goat. So Trunks comes back.
Kills Vegeta?
Yeah.
These characters can die and come
They
back.
die all the time.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Dragon Balls. I want everyone to come back, please.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But you only get a few.
Okay.
okay.
Trunks comes back and
Dragon Balls.
I'm gonna fucking stab you.
Dragon Balls over your mum's face, right?
And he kills Frieza in a second. Anyways, the best fights, real quick.
Yes.
Goku versus Vegeta.
I know Goku.
They've had this rivalry for their entire lives.
Black hair, blonde hair.
Both black hair.
Oh,
one's
God.
taller, one's shorter.
One's the other one's dad? Or am I completely off?
Who's the-
Okay.
Never mind. It doesn't matter.
So Goku is like a hard-working guy. He loves to fight. He's just a good-natured all-around just good guy. Vegeta's this little... He has like a chip on his shoulder.
Mhm.
He's like, I'm the fucking prince, man. Respect me. He comes to Earth, and this nobody, Goku, is like, don't take over the planet. And he's like, I'm going to do whatever I want, bitch. And then he's like, wow, this Goku guy's pretty strong. And then Goku keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. Vegeta's entire life has been focused on beating this guy. And he literally ascends to the next level because of his jealousy that Goku ascended
That's kind of
first.
cool. That's kind of cool.
He's so much rage that he became a Super Saiyan because Goku did first.
Okay.
So when they fight, slowly Vegeta becomes a good guy. He has a family. Trunks is his son.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Goku and Vegeta are cool. They're rivals, but they're still on the same team. Vegeta gets real jealous again, and he puts this magical M on his forehead. We don't have to get into it.
Okay.
It pumps him up, and he's like basically on roids, and he's like, Goku, you and me are going right now. They're in a stadium. I'm talking a lot. See, I'm passionate.
No, keep going.
They're in a
This is motion
stadium,
forward.
and he's just like eyeing Goku down, and he's like, let's go. And he's like, Vegeta, I'm not doing this. He's like, are you going to do it now? And he just like aims his hand at a half of a stadium, and he's like, you're not going to do that. He's like, oh, I won't. And he's like, disintegrates everybody.
Jesus.
They fight so hard. It's so good. Because they're like so even now with this little...
Yeah, with the lamb.
That fight is beautiful. Well drawn as well. The other one
Yeah, go ahead.
is Goku and Cell in the Cell games. Woo-wee! That's a good one. They do this thing, I might have sent it to you, where they punch and they go, ksh, where they like disappear.
Okay.
And then someone else goes like, and then ksh, and they're like
Okay.
constantly.
Yeah.
ksh. Those are the two best.
If you're on Instagram and you follow me on Instagram and you're a Dragon Ball freak, please send me some clips from the best fight scenes of Dragon Ball, because they sound fucking flames.
They're so flames, man.
Yeah, I need to watch some of the best fights.
There's
of
a
Dragon Ball.
reason why all you know about Dragon Ball Z is breathing and clouds.
Yes.
It's because they spend 99% of their time on the fights.
Yeah, I need to see some of the fights. I definitely need to see some of the fights, because I think I would. Do you know what? I think I would love the show if I watched it. The problem is it's 9,000 episodes long.
Just watch a couple highlights.
Yeah, I might have to.
Just YouTube. Best DBZ fights.
It's just on a phone over it.
Well, because I was looking up the who you're talking about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You want to watch Dragon Ball?
No.
You know what? No, you'd hate it.
No, she definitely hate it.
It's not that silly anime that they have now, really. I don't know. There's like fight, they beat the shit out of each other. And it's relatively easy to
She
follow.
hates the animation style, though.
Yeah,
That's
like,
what she
I
doesn't
don't-
like.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
know.
if she didn't like Spirited Away, she
Oh, no, don't worry
won't
about
like anime.
Yeah.
She's like Ninja Scroll.
No.
it.
And I married this woman.
Hey,
Sorry.
I hope that was a good enough answer.
Great. I hope
I
so.
didn't understand a single word of it.
Goku and Vegeta, Goku versus Cell.
Okay.
Okay. Podcast question from Martial Arts Film Freak. We have a bunch of them. Love it. Everyone, as an adult, I rarely find myself finding new music that stays in my rotation. What's the last relatively new musical act that you've genuinely gotten into and have entered your music rotation? I was recently introduced to Ataroshi Gakko with their song Tokyo Calling. Now I've been listening to their back catalogue. They're amazing.
Wow.
Oh.
You listen to any Atarashi Gakko clips?
No, I am not.
Who have you been listening to? You've been listening to anyone, Cyrus? You don't discover new music, do you?
Don't. It's that thing of I like it so much I don't want to ruin it, and I don't know. I listened to one song lately.
What's that?
I went down a rabbit hole of like 90s, 2000s.
Okay, go on. Hit me with it.
This is weird as fuck.
Yeah,
So get ready. Please don't judge me. There's a band called Primus
There is a band called
or Primus.
Primus.
I heard one of their songs. I was like, I shouldn't like this. It's pretty fucking good though.
Is it mental masturbation?
No, it's something about a beaver.
Oh, God.
They dress up as like toy cowboys,
Okay.
and the song is just absurd. but I couldn't stop listening to it.
Yeah, Mental Masturbation was on the Beavis and Butthead soundtrack. Beavis and Butthead Do America soundtrack, which I owned on tape back in the day.
That movie's. What do you think?
I mean, it's probably dated now. I haven't seen it in a while, but
Pretty good still.
back in the day, I used to like it.
And I'm done.
Primus. What have you discovered?
Probably the only artist where, because on occasion, Spotify with like recommendations, a song will pop up, and I'll like the song if it's a song I haven't heard before, an artist I haven't heard before. I like the song. Very rarely do I tend to be like, all right, let me listen to this person's, discography. But I don't really do that. But the last time I did, where I heard one song and then I was just like, who is this person? And started listening to their other music, is an Asian gent called Jackson Wang. And he did a song with Sierra. And I like Sierra. And I like Sierra. So I was like, who's this Asian guy singing with Sierra? So then that made me, I was just like, well, if he's cool enough to sing with Sierra, then maybe he's cool. So
He's also quite a handsome gent.
and so I started going through his music, and there's a couple of songs of his that I like.
Nice.
That's
Good
it.
answer.
That's it for me.
I'm trying to look through my my playlists. So I will say one thing: as a die-hard hip hop fan for the longest time, there was a particular group that I never used to listen to, and hip hop fans are gonna shit all over me for saying this, but I never ever got into De La Soul. Never. I don't know.
That one song is fire.
Which one? Ooh.
Oh,
Me, Myself, and I.
yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I never got in. It's a great song. I never got into De La that much, and I really don't know why I didn't listen to them. I don't know. I've got no idea. I recently started listening to De La, probably in the last 6 months or so. Honestly, I think De La Soul is dead. No, Stakes is High. Stakes is High, for me, is maybe top 3 hip-hop albums of all time.
Oof.
It's a phenomenal album, and it's playable all the way through, back to back. Not back to back, from
Cover
start
to cover.
finish. Cover to cover, that's what I meant. So good. So I really just started getting into De La Soul and finding that they
That
are
must be nice.
very, very good. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing better than discovering a new hip-hop group that I've never come across.
Do you have a little? Fuck! I wish I started earlier. Or is it?
Oh,
pure?
100%.
Oh.
100%.
But then you wouldn't have that.
That's true. It's a double-edged sword, really. Of course, I should have listened to De La when I was a kid. I missed out so much on De La, but now I'm just like, oh, I've discovered De La Soul, and it feels great. That's like imagine fucking discovering Snoop Dogg for the first time, or Dr. Dre or something. But I've also been listening to a lot of soul music lately.
That's right.
I've been listening to a lot of smoother music. I have a playlist here called Smooth, and I'm always adding to it. I'm always digging, trying to find really good songs. Recently, I took a trip. Me and Devan both took a trip through the discography. Well, not the entire discography, but through a number of songs of a young gentleman called Teddy Pendergrass.
Yeah, Teddy P.
And I've been listening.
Close the door.
We
we were listening to that last night.
on the way back from eating steak. That song?
Sean loves it. It's fine.
I say it's one of the top 100 songs of all time.
It's fine.
What the? Oh,
Towards the end, he just goes, "Come here, woman!"
Yeah.
Right, so good.
It's crazy.
all I know is Nutty Professor.
Yeah, the song is
Close the door.
Close the door. It's so good. I don't know why Devin doesn't like it that much. I've also become a bit of a fan over the years, and more recently, of Marsha Ambrosius. I'm beginning to enjoy her stuff a lot more, sporadically. Just a song here and there. But I think she has one of my favorite soul songs of all time. And
Oh, hey, quick interruption. You know how we all had to pick 2 songs for our meeting
yeah,
at work?
yeah. But I missed.
I picked kind of some bangers.
Oh fuck! I wasn't part of this meeting, but they were made to pick. What
Wait.
for? I wasn't in the Lollapalooza.
Oh, yeah.
I was off that day,
Right. Okay.
and no one sent me a recording because it wasn't recorded.
Right.
So you had to pick 2 songs for this meeting. Why?
Just background
Just-
music.
Oh, what'd you pick? I hope you picked something wild.
I picked some sexy shit. I picked "Get Ready" by the Temptations. It's like bum 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 bum.
Yeah.
Okay,
That
I
hits
don't even know
hard.
that song.
Yeah.
You know it.
Yeah, you do.
Do I?
If you were to hear it, you would know.
Here I come.
You know it.
And another, I think I picked Intergalactic by Beastie Boys.
Nice.
Great song.
Just, I was like, I don't know if I picked that. I don't know if I picked that for work. I'm not looking it up. What the fuck am I? I am no.
Oh, no.
What is known about the? He says Flintstone Flop.
Something like that.
Oh no!
Something. I love that song, but I don't know what the
Yeah.
hell they're saying sometimes.
I just started playing Get Ready.
Drop. Yeah, I love my sugar coffee cream is probably
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah.
Rhyme
I
ever.
just started playing Get Ready by the Temptations, and I couldn't hear it. I was like, why can't I hear it? Because I'm connected to Bluetooth to this. So it's probably plays in the middle of the video for everyone to hear.
This is how dumb I am.
Go on.
Truly,
Yeah.
I thought you were connecting to that can of soda in front of you. I'm not really joking.
You're not.
I had an
You're not-
energy drink.
You're not healthy.
I've cried from laughing a few times today. I'm not well.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, I know this song.
Yeah. Told you.
Yeah, I know this song.
I know the lyrics, actually.
It's a great song.
And he's
I think we can only play this for
Falsetto.
10 seconds, and then we get
you
copyrighted.
can get
Okay.
demonetized.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got to be careful. Yeah, sorry if you hear randomly Get Ready. It was playing through our sound recorder and wasn't playing.
Well, that was 20 seconds.
That was 20 seconds?
Yeah.
Oh, all
'Cause
right.
I guess it included the instruments, of course, before it started
Oh,
singing.
God. I hope we don't get...
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
You can only play songs for a certain amount of time, I think. I think.
Okay, the Temptations are going to get real mad at us.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry. We've still...
Next
so,
question.
Yeah, music. Good stuff.
Next question.
Music is good.
Music is good.
Sean, you often joke on Confusations about interviewing Jackie Chan. If by chance the day ever came, what would you ask him? I'd just go, Jackie. What happened? What happened? No, I would ask him a lot of questions about Drunken Master 2. If he sat down with me and goes, look, ask me anything and I will be absolutely 100% honest about any question you give me, I would ask him about Drunken Master 2. I'd ask him about what happened with Lau Kar Leung, how much Lau Kar Leung shot, where is the footage that was shot that we never saw, all that good stuff. I think I would ask him so many questions.
Do you think he would like those questions at this age?
No.
Oh.
No, not at all.
But those are like deep questions that you really care about. Maybe he'll be like, oh, wow.
Yeah. I would. I'd also like to ask him, like, do you plan on just going to the director's chair and directing like martial arts films without you in them? I want to ask him about his future and where he sees himself going, because he could direct great films.
A part of me thinks he either wants to do both or not at all.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, he could retire a very happy man. So, I mean, it's not like he's broke. So he doesn't need to do anything. And especially, by the way, I watched his recent film. I watched Ride On, which is his most recent film, where he plays an old stuntman, an aging stuntman who's like,
that's good.
Like not in the loop anymore. Like he's not up.
The wrestler.
Yes, exactly that. And it's a very good film. It's very good. And it says a lot to Jackie Chan's career and how he feels that he's no longer in the game. That CGI has taken over and people aren't asking for stunts anymore. It's really quite good. There's a lot of horse-based comedy in it, which I didn't appreciate. But otherwise, it's good.
GG's.
GG's, yeah. Yes, so I'd ask him a lot about Drunken Master 2, I think. I'm so intrigued about that production, and I'm so sad that him and Lau Kar Leung fell out, so I'd like to know more about that. Martial Arts Film Freak also asks, what's the most heartbreaking movie that doesn't feature a dying animal? And he
there's a lot of those.
Marley and Me is nothing compared to Where the Red Fern Grows. Do you know that film?
Heard of it, never watched it.
I don't know that film.
Heartbreaking movies.
Philadelphia is very heartbreaking to me. A Marriage Story is heartbreaking.
I won't watch that. I don't feel like being sad.
Marriage Story is two things. It's heartbreaking and it's also utterly depressing.
Yeah.
Two different
Wonderful.
things.
Wonderful.
Two different
I think
things.
Blue Valentine was as well.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Blue Valentine makes me cry every single time. Every single time. That discussion that they have towards the end where he's going, tell me how to be better, tell me how I can be better for you, is unbelievably heartbreaking.
Yeah.
That'll fuck me up. You seen Blue Valentine? Ryan Gosling and Michelle Williams?
No.
It's really fucking good, but oh god, it's heartbreaking.
Michelle Williams is Venom's girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. That's bad. That's what I think.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, she's Oscar
Brokeback
nominated.
Mountain is heartbreaking too.
I can't remember Brokeback Mountain. I actually want to watch it again.
Great movie, but heartbreaking too.
Does one of them die?
Do you really want to know?
No.
Yeah. Oh, I do. Shit. I'll look it up.
Watch it.
Okay.
I don't watch movies with them gays in them. Joking.
Yeah, you should watch it. It's, I mean, great film. Yeah.
I just want to watch it.
That is
Uh,
kind of wild.
Heath Ledger, rest in peace.
Oh yeah.
R.I.P.
Does he die in the movie?
Yes.
He does die? You just spoiled it for me.
Or did I?
No.
Oh,
Did he kill him?
You've twisted it.
You gotta watch it.
Does Batman get him?
That's good. You saw Batman at Oscars?
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
I enjoyed that a lot. Oh, Michael Keaton. Love
And then Arnold's like, "You son of a bitch."
I know.
Lots of heartbreaking films for me.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of really, really sad films. I swear
Yeah,
to
you are.
God, I watched a film last year. It was my favorite film of last year, and I'm not kidding. It literally changed my life. The way it rocked me to my emotional core. And a lot of people say that they liked the film. A lot of people say they don't like the film. But Past Lives, if you get a chance to see Past Lives, it absolutely destroyed me. And it's not a necessarily flat out sad film, but the emotional weight it has and the story is just, for me, I think it's definitely the word heartbreaking. It's the most heartbreaking film I've ever seen, ever. It destroyed me, and I thought about it for days. Fantastic film, and one that I absolutely loved. I gave it a 5 out of 5. I think it's a 10 out of 10 film, and I'm not sure I am strong enough to watch it again anytime soon.
Oh, you're gonna cry like a baby.
But I loved it. But it just destroyed me. Another one I'd say, I don't want to throw out too many, but Portrait of a Lady on Fire. I cried at the end of that as well. Wasn't there something we watched recently that was super sad?
Yeah.
I think I cried. I said that I cried 3 times during something.
Oh, yeah.
What made us
What was
cry?
that?
I think you almost cried.
Harry and the Hendersons.
That's it. That's it.
That's
yeah.
the one.
Yeah, you said
Hold on.
you teared up.
Yeah. What was
Oh,
that?
it's going to annoy me if we don't work it out. Yeah,
Yeah, I
you're going
know.
to have to find
Hang
out what
on.
it was.
Hang on.
It wasn't a TV series. It definitely was a film.
No. It was. Oh, The Color Purple.
Oh my god! Right, why aren't more people talking about that?
Or
film?
was it? Oh no! Or was it Iron Claw?
Oh,
Maybe it was both of them.
I think it was both.
Yeah, Iron Claw was heartbreaking as
Iron
well.
Claw was fucking great, but my god, that's a sad film.
Yeah.
There's a moment in that film. I won't spoil it because it's a very important.
It was Iron Claw.
Okay.
We loved Color Purple and thought, and we both cried at the end. But I think but Iron Claw is the one where you said there were like 3 moments where you cried.
I also cried at the prison scene in Color Purple. But yes, Iron Claw. Yeah, oh my god! Do you know much about Iron Claw?
No, I've never heard of it.
It's about the Von Erich.
The Von Erich wrestling family.
Okay.
Real life wrestling family, and
They all died, right?
Their quote
Very
unquote
good movie.
curse.
Very good
And
movie.
yeah, it's an absolutely heartbreaking film. Amazingly made, amazingly well acted, but absolutely soul crushing.
100%.
So, yeah, lots of good. But I enjoy a good sad film. A sad film that can make me cry. I love. I never used to cry at films.
I do
now I've
not like
become
those
a
type
big
of movies.
Blubbering baby. Yeah, I also like Lost in Translation. I think that's quite sad at the end. But you could take it. You could take it 2 ways.
Next question.
Next question.
Next
You
question.
have one more.
Okay.
This could be a long one. All right, so we're gonna do it this way. Basically, Rama says, you all three of us pick one famous person you share a birthday with, and then discuss what a rom-com would be like with those 3 in the lead roles.
I'd have to find a famous
Just
person.
Google it. Just Google.
All I know is Scottie Pippen's there.
Really? You got Scottie Pippen?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Should one of us talk while we?
No, you
Yeah.
two look. I'll talk because
Okay.
I've already got mine.
Who's
I
yours?
looked which celebrities shared my birthday, and I'm not kidding when I say the worst celebrities in the world.
Oh, right.
share their
I
birthday
remember,
with
yeah.
me. It's
Oh yeah, I
terrible.
think somehow like someone terrible popped up on mine too.
Yeah, just Google celebrities birthdays and then yours, and they'll all pop up on Google.
Hey,
So you got some good people.
she dips beneath lasers.
Really?
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Really?
You got Jones.
Yeah.
That's great for a rom-com. She's a great actress to be in a rom-com.
Oh, I got some good ones.
Really? I got the fucking worst people in the world.
Okay. Oh my
I
word.
don't even have any actors. The only actor I have is from Glee.
Uh-oh. I got Big Willie style over here.
Will Smith?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. So speaking of rom-coms, and I think this lady has been in probably multiple rom.
Okay.
So I'll go with her just because out of this list. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this one's good too. So Bonnie Hunt.
I don't know
And
who
I
that is.
yeah, you do.
I'm going to Google her.
Jumanji.
Yeah.
That's Robin Williams.
The lady in it.
He knows.
Yeah. Also, Billie Piper and I share a birthday too.
Billie Piper.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the... She was in a show where she was a prostitute.
Yeah.
Penny Dreadful.
No.
She was a hooer in that.
Oh, that it was her.
She was a hooer in
Oh
that.
yeah, that was her. She
What are
was
you
good.
talking about? That
No,
she was a hooer?
no, Confessions of a no, Secret Lives of a Call Girl or
A
something
who?
like that.
Okay.
Who the fuck is
Yeah.
Teddy Schwims?
Teddy Schwims? I don't know.
Teddy Swims. Look at this one.
Oh, he's a singer, and he sings an amazing song that me and Devan both love.
I also have a She-Hulk,
Oh.
She's a...
Tatiana
Comic book
Maslany.
Really?
Uh huh.
Oh, you've got good actors.
I also have Joan Jett.
Well, she wouldn't be good in a rom-com.
Yeah. I also have why am I Draco Malfoy.
Mm-hmm. No way. There's no way this is right.
What?
Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones have the same birthday?
Yeah, I think they do. I think I
That's
remember
been
that.
Well, that's already done.
Right?
Oh, we've got
Those two and me?
Yes.
And then I slip in because I'm the young stud.
Do you know what? I think
Son, put the phone away.
I think you got it. I think
Yeah.
you got it. I think he's nailed it. I think a rom-com
I'm nailing
where
something.
Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones are married, but Catherine Zeta-Jones meets Cyrus.
And here's what's even better. I look like I do right now. I'm
Yes.
not at prime
yes,
shape.
yes.
Oh wait. Oh, so it's two celebrities and
No,
yourself.
We're just pointing.
Oh,
Cyrus
okay.
for fun.
Because I was like, I'm pretty sure that's not what he said.
No. We're
Oh,
just pointing
that's
Cyrus.
what it was.
No, we're pointing
Got it.
Cyrus for fun.
I'm
Okay.
a celebrity.
So one each, and the
It's
three.
meant to be one each. So pick which actor you think would be
I'm
best.
gonna go Billie Piper
Billie Piper in a rom-com.
because we're the same
see
age. So
I can see it. My actor, who's Lucy Hale?
her name sounds familiar, but
I'm
I
going to look up
can't.
Lucy Hale.
I don't recall what she's been in.
Otherwise, the only thing I've got is the boy in a wheelchair from Glee.
Drake.
That's not
He was
quite
a
Glee.
bone of wheel
Yeah.
in another show. That was a joke.
Okay, who's Lucy Hale? She was in Pretty Little Liars, so I don't know her at all. Sorry, continue talking. I'm going to look for an actor.
Just pick Lucy Hale.
I don't like Lucy Hale.
So yeah.
I got a good one. I got a good person who can write the rom-com.
Okay, fine.
Okay, Diablo Cody.
Okay,
Can
fine.
write it. She
All
wrote
right.
Juno.
And
that's-
some other stuff.
So the person I'm putting in who shares the birthday with me or in the rom-com is Donald Trump.
That's pretty good so far.
Ew,
So Donald Trump's in the rom-com.
gross.
It's either him or Boy George.
Both of them, they're in love.
That'd be great. Oh, that'd be a hell of
I
a
would-
rom-com.
I
watch
would
the
choose
shit
Boy
out of it.
George.
He's like, listen, I don't normally do this.
Boy George, you're so huge.
But you're just huge.
Oh dear. So who would you pick? Who have you got in yours?
Billie Piper.
Billie Piper. You're picking. I think Zeta Jones would be good.
Yeah.
I like Douglas.
You know who else
as
I have
well.
in here, though?
Go on.
Will Smith, Donald Glover.
Shut up.
I have some good ones. Mark
These are
Hamill.
good ones. Oh my lord.
I got Will Patton. He's fresh. He's dope. Can you see his face there?
Yeah. Dude, I watched a movie called Minari.
Oh, that's meant to be really good.
It's worth a watch.
Is that about the Korean family?
Yeah, that comes over to America to raise crops.
Yeah.
He's in it.
Oh yeah, him. He's great.
Great actor.
He's great.
in it.
Yeah.
He should have won an Academy Award.
Really?
I'm not even fucking around.
Will Patton's amazing. Why
He is
don't
amazing.
we talk about Will Patton more?
I don't
He's
know.
amazing.
He's incredible.
He's been in so many fantastic things.
Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yep.
Well, we say fantastic. That's not one of them. I mean, it's fine.
I mean, he's good in it.
Oh,
I think he's good in anything that he does.
he was in
He's-
the Halloween films. He's Jamie Lee Curtis's boyfriend. And
He's
the-
never gotten like any recognition, right?
No. I don't
Oh,
think so.
That man is an
But
under.
yeah, he is a workhorse in
Will
Hollywood. He's
Patton.
great.
he's in Copycat, which is an amazing film.
So real quick, in Minari, the Korean family comes over. They start raising crops in Alabama.
Yeah.
This guy who's just a neighbor, he's just a good person, shows up. He's like, "Oh, you guys are Korean?" He's like a thick Southern accent. He's cuckoo. He's a cuckoo bird. He loves the Lord, and he loves helping these Koreans. And he starts speaking in tongues. It's beautiful. He's in the field, like planting things,
Okay.
and he's like, "You gotta watch it.
He's
It's
not
great."
trying to be Korean, is he?
No, he's just like
He's just doing Jesus.
he's doing Jesus
tongues?
speak.
Great. Patton. Yeah. I'm going to throw him in the mix. This could be, we could do, okay, I've got one. It's Patton. It's Michael Douglas. It's Billy Piper. All right?
All right.
Billy Piper has a thing for older men.
Okay.
That's what she likes doing. Right? She starts work.
Why does she like doing it? gotta build
Why
it.
does she like older men? Because she's been hurt by so many younger men. She's been hurt. They keep playing the game. They keep playing her. She's tired. She's tired of it. She needs a respectful older man she can settle down
And she
with.
has a friend who recommended this.
Yes, exactly. She says, you know what? I work with two guys, not Billy Piper, her friend. I work with two guys, Catherine Zeta-Jones, in my company. And they are really, really
Catherine Zeta-Jones is her friend.
the friend.
How did they know each other? Because that's an age gap. A
They
little bit.
work together. You just said that.
They work, no.
Oh,
she
sorry.
works with the older guys.
Right.
Billy Piper knows Catherine Zeta-Jones because, well, they wouldn't go to school.
She married
together.
her brother.
Like it. I like it. Sister-in-law. She goes, hey, there's two single older guys in my job, and they are lovely, and I would like to introduce you to both of them. She gets introduced to Will Patton. She gets introduced to Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas is too old, though.
No, he's not. They go on dates together.
He's too old, though.
They have a good grand old time. Then shenanigans happen. I don't know what, but there has to be shenanigans happening.
They find out that they're both. She's seeing both of them.
Okay,
What's their relationship? Do they work at the same? You said the same company.
got it. I got it.
This is how movies are written, guys. Bam.
Okay, she's two-timing them. She's dating them both, Patton and Douglas. They find out about each other, and they're like, "We're gonna get this bitch back." They meet up. They start going for coffee.
Well, sorry. I gotta interrupt you because she's looking for a good man. She wouldn't double cross them.
But she is. She doesn't.
She
realize-
can't help herself.
Right. She doesn't know the error
She's
of her
like-
ways.
She's like, finally.
Yes.
Is that the sign?
Yes.
Okay, this is the last bit. No more questions after this.
Okay.
I'm just going for the last bit. Okay, they start meeting up. They start planning against her. They start coming up with this genius plan to get her back. Michael Douglas, Will Patton. They only fall in love with each other. And it's about two elderly men realizing they're gay after all these years. That's why they've been single. They've been going for women, but they realized they're not about women. They found the perfect match in each other. Michael Douglas, Will Patton fall in love and then eventually befriend Billy Piper after they try and get her back. Billy Piper attends their wedding at the end. It's beautiful. Everyone lives happily ever after.
And then Billy Piper meets a man her age and falls in love with him for the right reasons.
Yes. We good?
Very good.
All right.
Get the
Put it
papers.
down.
Get the
Put it-
pen
yeah.
and pencil.
God, I should be a film
Type it up.
writer. Yeah.
Hey, I'm right here too, Holmes.
what
do you mean?
Didn't help that much.
Kidding?
Type it up and pitch it. Send it out.
You can be my co-writer, I guess. It'd be written by Sean Williams at the end.
Be the-
Type it up and send it.
I
Send
appreciate
it.
it. We should work on something together. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Listening. I forget about the audio.
Read the
listeners.
patrons.
And the patrons.
And the patrons. Should we throw them out?
Yeah,
Of course.
have to.
All right.
People.
To our beautiful, beautiful patrons, thank you
Beautiful,
so
sweet,
much
sweet.
Thank you so much for being patrons. Thank you so much for giving us pennies to get a little extra content. We appreciate it.
And what's our patron Earl, please? Earl? URL? Why is it Earl? What's wrong with me?
Patreon, Food for Thought, Patreon.
The website is
.gov.
Patreon, no period, Food for Thought, Patreon.
Just put that into Google, you'll find
You'll
it.
find it.
It sounds like something I would say.
You know it?
Food for Thought. Patreon.com.
www.patreon.com/Foo for Thought. That is where you'll find us.
I do my
So,
research, baby.
If you like what you see or hear on this particular podcast and you want to give us a few pennies to get some extra content, by the way, I'll be throwing up a poll soon where they get to vote on a movie that we do for the podcast in the next. Well, we also have to do our new next commentary.
Oh yeah.
Super Mario.
Are we doing Super? We can't
Can we find it?
We
Yeah.
can't find it online. It's nowhere to be found. No, it's
What?
lost. You can't find it. It's
You
impossible.
can't buy it?
No.
No.
Tried.
No, try it.
I literally looked
That's
everywhere.
very weird.
You'll be able to find it. You can find any old shite. But no, you can't. Anyway,
I found that movie you just explained.
our patrons are beautiful people. They are Miles Bell, Alpha Rookie, Nick Martin, Shane Poole, Nicholas Planchard, Amok Pal Rammer, Disconnected, Tristan Glover, Robert Christiansen, Art School Dropouts, Eloquent, James Benny, Don Jitsu, Tina, Benjamin Dyson, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shane actually canceled their membership.
Shane cancelled? Oh, fuck Shane.
Yo, get the out of here.
Really? I didn't realize.
Yeah,
All
Shane's
right.
gone.
No, that's okay.
Shout out to Shane for sticking with us for so long because
Seriously.
I really appreciate
Sorry,
that.
we disappointed
I was
you.
just about to say, man, I can't believe these people have stayed with us this long.
No, I know how things are with people, and you spend
Yeah.
pennies with us
And
each month.
You got to save to buy one of those
I
phones.
appreciate those of you who still stick with
Oh, he
us.
cancelled ages ago then.
Yeah.
Oh,
You should before each
I should get a new
episode,
list.
you should yeah.
And we should certainly actually read the list out every time.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, if anyone wants to join, please come along. We would love you to be a part of it, and we would love for you to hear our uncut episode. Which
I
drops at the
gotta
same time
say,
as this.
I think the uncuts are getting better.
Oh yeah, we also have to put up the poll. Did you say that?
She doesn't listen to me at all, does she?
Sorry.
You don't listen to me either. I was just talking about the poll.
I heard you say the commentary. Sorry, I missed the poll. That was
Check out-
probably
check
what
out
I
our
was looking
website.
at to confirm that Shane canceled his membership.
Guys, I'm sorry. Just make sure to check out our website at Patreon, Food for Thought Patreon.
Yes. Sure, make sure you find us. Next week, we are doing one of two films. We are either going back to Shaw Brothers and doing Shaolin Intruders, or we are doing Adam Cheng's The Sword, which is very exciting. We haven't done a proper wuxia film in a while, so it'll be interesting to do that. In the meantime, thank you so much, everyone. You can find us across platforms find me, at least. Food for Thought on everything. Just search Food for Thought. I'll pop up. Thank you so much, everyone, for enjoying the videos on the channel. I thought I had something else to say, but I can't remember what it was. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I have just started.
Yes, I can.
I've just started writing for a website. Film Combat Syndicate, if you're aware of that website. I have written a few articles for that website. I hope to start writing reviews or something for them in the upcoming days, weeks, whatever it may take for me to write reviews.
Please let Sean write reviews.
But I have started writing. So Film Combat Syndicate, by the way, they're like the #1 website for action cinema news. And I'm not saying that just because I write for them. That's why I write for them, because they're fucking incredible.
Whoa, man.
So please check out that website. In the meantime, thank you, everyone. Take care. Subscribe. Click links and thumbs and bells.
Thumbs up there.
And do all that good stuff, because we need you to. And we will catch you
Next time.